Hello. Welcome, Unique Couples community. Welcome to Unique Couples After Dark.
Yes. Late night.
We are Vito and Wright-Patrick, and we want to welcome you to After Dark.
Yeah, so go ahead. Let us know you're here. Live Squad, hashtag Live Squad. Put that in the chat. Those of you who will be catching the replay, hashtag replay. And we want to hear some of the myths you know about intimacy. Everyone has these ideas about intimacy. Do you know that there's different levels? We'll talk about that probably in another session, or soon. Intimacy is one of those areas that is definitely priority and is one of the reasons why couples divorce, split up, have issues, have problems. So tonight we want to look at some of the common myths about intimacy. So stay tuned right in. If you have not subscribed to our channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and then click that notification bell.
Make sure you select all.
Yes.
So you can be notified for all every time Unique Couples
go
live.
So we do at least two lives per week, Sundays at 6 and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. So Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you are here. So tonight we're talking about 5 common myths about intimacy. Join us. And then definitely don't forget to share.
Yes. And for those that are watching, hashtag Live Squad.
Yes. So we've definitely remembered to introduce ourselves this time, right?
Yes. I already said we are Vito and
Awesome. So all the way from the Bahamas, at 242 here. Hello, Alphanique. Thanks for joining us. All of you who are joining us live. And for those of you who catch the replay, we want so much for your marriage. And we definitely want it to be extraordinary. We'll talk more about making sure you're part of that extraordinary marriage later. So stay tuned until the end. Hello, Kathy.
Yes.
Yeah. So 5 common myths. Okay. The myths they're going to come quickly.
Yeah, they're going to come real quick.
Yeah. So write them down. Hello, Claudine. Thanks for joining us. Write them down. Put them in the comments. We want to also hear some of the myths that you know or heard about as it relates to intimacy. So drum roll.
Number one.
These are the common myths
about intimacy.
Yeah. So myths that people have in their marriage. You go into your marriage thinking that this is what intimacy means, and this is what happens with intimacy. And intimacy is connecting with each other physically, spiritually, socially, mentally. It's like all of that connection where you are in tune with each other. Communication is definitely a part of that because you have to be able to share thoughts, interests, and be able to even share possibilities with the future as well. Okay, so the myth number one
is you have to do everything together.
Yeah. So people believe that
you have to do everything
as couples, as married couples, you have to do everything together in order to achieve intimacy or to say that you are intimate. And that is a myth. Okay. Yeah. So you don't have to do everything together in order to achieve intimacy, where it'll be good if you have some shared experiences, things that you do together, so that could bring about, that connection, but you don't have to do everything together. Okay. So it's healthy and decent and beneficial for your relationship where you do things together and then you also do things apart, and you could come back and share on your experiences. So don't feel guilty if you and your spouse are not doing everything together. Okay. It's quite healthy for you to be not doing everything together. Okay. Yeah. So that is a common myth on intimacy. So that was myth number 1. Did anyone type it in the chat? Go ahead and type myth number 1 is
you have to do everything together.
That is a big myth. You have to do everything together. So that was number 1.
Yes. Number 2. What is myth number 2? So sex is the only way to achieve intimacy. That is also a myth.
And people,
sex is the only way to achieve intimacy.
And some people use the word intimacy to replace sex, and that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is why this would even be a problem, because you're looking at sex as intimacy and using the words as synonyms, and they are not. It's like two different things.
Yeah.
Okay,
so sex may be an ultimate expression of intimacy during lovemaking, but it is not intimacy.
Okay, so that was myth number 2. Myth number 2.
Yes.
So myth number 1, you have to do everything
together.
Yes, you have to do everything together. Awesome. And then number 2. Yes, number 2. Thanks so much. Put those comments in the chat. What is the myth number 2? Put it in. Sex is the only way to achieve intimacy. And we know that is a boo-boo.
Yes.
That is a myth. That is a lie. That is something wrong. That is definitely not the case. Okay. Yeah. So common myths about intimacy. And then of course we did actually, that will be coming up later on in September, where we do the sex is everything webinar. So get geared up for that in September. Our sex is everything webinar. It only comes once a year, so make sure you catch that. So number 3, we're talking about the 5 common myths about intimacy. And why is it important to know what these myths are? Why is it important? Because you might go into your relationship, or you're in your marriage, you're in your relationship, and you're thinking possibly these thoughts that, hey, if we're not having sex, we're not intimate, or sex is intimacy, or intimacy is sex, or we have to do everything together and it's not happening. And then you have conflicts and you have problems in your relationship because you believe these things that are not necessarily true, and it's hurting you and your relationship. So it's good to be able to get behind the myth and see the truth, so that you can be successful in your relationship. Okay, so number 2 we said was sex is the only way to achieve intimacy. That is a myth. Yes, okay, now even though sex is awesome and great, and sex is another expression, is one way of becoming intimate sexually. You can become intimate sexually, that's an expression, but they are not the same thing. Okay, so the sex is definitely a physical act that definitely has a spiritual plane, right? Takes you onto another level, right? But intimacy is not sex. Sex can help you achieve that, depending on how your relationship is. Okay, so number 3. What's number 3?
Myth number 3. If things are going badly in your relationship, it will improve with time.
Ooh, why is something wrong with that?
Something's wrong with that big time.
Okay.
That's a big no.
Yeah.
If things are going badly in your relationship, you will have to work on it.
Yeah. So it doesn't just magically change. Hello, Lavette. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Did anyone get number 3? Type it in. So it doesn't just magically change, or okay, you're having problems now, and you just think, okay, it'll just get better. It doesn't just get better by itself. Okay, it doesn't just get better. That includes intimacy. That includes whatever conflicts you're having in your relationship or problems. You have to actually do something, work on it. People are using prayer, and prayer works, but you still have to do some work behind that prayer. Okay, and even if it's work on yourself, because sometimes we look at changing our spouse, and the only person you can actually change is yourself. So you can pray for your spouse, work on yourself, and hopefully y'all get to the point where y'all work on whatever issues y'all have together. Okay, so myth number 3.
Myth number 3 was, if things are going badly in your relationship, it will improve with time.
Okay, so and then that's another thing too. Like when we look at getting the help, like if you are experiencing and having problems, and maybe intimacy isn't what it needs to be, or communication isn't what it needs to be, you have to get to the point where you reach out and get help, because help is always available in any form, in many forms. Okay, so we have the How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook group. You can join that, be in there for free, get the information, and interaction, all the stuff that you need to help you, and resources in there to help you to strengthen your marriage. So you have that in there. Use the resources. Then if you want to take your relationship to another level and you want to really dive into getting closer, bringing out this intimacy with you and your spouse, we invite you to join us in the Unique Couples Marriage Club. Okay, Unique Couples Marriage Club. You get all of the motivation, inspiration, and transformation. So it's not just about information. Hey, you're getting it, but it's the interaction. It's all about the action that you do, that you apply to your relationship, the transformation. Okay, so information doesn't do anything. You have to actually work on it, work on improving your relationship and see it transform. And so you want to see where you go to the next level of loving with your intimacy, communication, passion. We're talking about trust. We're talking about excitement, fun. Oh, which reminds me, date night, right?
Yeah,
date night and all of these different experiences. Join us in the Unique Couples Marriage Club. I have to plug this in because guess what, guys? We are going to be adults in marriage now soon. Yes, we are sweet 16 plus 2.
Yeah.
So we'll be facing 18 years of marriage. And so we're having a special date night in the Unique Couples Marriage Club. It's our Spice It Up date night. Couples will come with their display of their food, actually cooking. And we will, of course, spice it up with all things that you need to do and have to make sure your relationship goes to the next level, whether that's with intimacy or sexually. Okay, so that will be July 26th, 2020 at 8.
2021.
Yes, 2021.
At 8 p.m.
At 8 p.m. So you can join us there in Unique Couples Marriage Club. Pay your fee and join. Be there in for the month or stay in, be grandfathered into the program so that you can enjoy all of that throughout. Yes, you can enjoy all of that as we all grow and learn and improve and take our marriage to the next level of loving. So yes, join us then. Okay, yes. So we're at number 3. We said number 1, we're talking about the 5 common myths about intimacy. Number 1 we said was you have to do everything together, which is not true. So those of you who are just joining us, go ahead, type in your takeaway, type in some of the myths that you know about that couples have. Number 2, sex is the only way to achieve intimacy. That's another myth. And then number 3, I see Lavette has it in. Awesome. Myth number 3, if things go badly in your marriage, it will get better. It doesn't get better by itself. You have to actually work on it. So let us help you work on it as marriage mentors and coaches. Join us in the Unique Couples Marriage Club. Okay, and then number 4. Are we ready for number 4? This one is really one that, I don't know. We have to really look at this one again, but this is a myth, believe it or not. Okay, so do this one. Number 4.
Arguing is a sign that you are not intimate.
I mean, like, who would have thought not? Like, you hear couples like arguing, fighting, and you think, okay, definitely something is wrong with that relationship. But guess what? Argument is even healthy because you're 2 different persons. You will have different viewpoints. You will have different views. You will have different opinions on things. So it's okay to have differences in opinion. Okay. So just because you're arguing, just because you have differences of opinion, just because you see things differently, does not mean that you're not intimate. Okay. Okay. Intimacy doesn't mean agreeing. Yeah. On everything.
Yeah.
Right.
So to be intimate does not mean you agree on everything. You have to know and be willing to speak the truth to each other.
Yeah.
So you have to tell.
Be authentic.
You have to tell your spouse. It is what it is.
Yeah. You have to be real to yourself, be real and true to your spouse. Okay. And guess what? I need to plug in here also because we'll talk more about this in the club, but I just need you to know that all couples do not have the same level of intimacy, and intimacy has state levels. Okay. So some people will have that deep intimacy and then some people will just have it shallow. So there are levels to the intimacy, and it depends on what is happening with you and your spouse. That could be a problem, especially if one person wants or desires more intimacy than the other, and it's not being given, then that will be a problem. But if both of you are shallow with your intimacy, then hey, you're just a shallow, intimate couple. And that is okay. Because some things that you would want to talk about might be a little, anyway, that will get us to number 5.
Yes, number 5. Intimacy should be easy when couples love each other.
And that is a myth.
Yes, it is.
Okay, just because you love each other does not mean that intimacy will come easy for you, based on your background, based on your experience, based on what it actually is, like what you have to actually discuss and disclose and share. That's your intimate, most deepest thoughts and feelings and desires and wants and experiences and what happened to you in the past. You might not be all of that comfortable of sharing that at that particular point. Not that you don't want to share it with your spouse, but it might just be it might just leave you so raw to be able to be open and to share that, especially if you don't have something to kind of like you open and expose yourself and you don't have nothing to cover you back and make you feel safe. So sometimes it'll be easier to just not speak about it. So that could be that is definitely a myth. It's easy. No, it's not easy. Just because you love each other doesn't mean that it will come easily.
Yeah, because intimacy may be challenging at times, but that does not mean you don't love each other. Yeah. Some moments of intimacy are more challenging than others.
Yeah.
So, like we always say, you have to put the work in. So it takes both time and work to make it happen.
Yeah. So that is where we have to make sure we have our drips of love happening. Okay. So we talk more about the drips of love. That is not throwing a bucket of water on a concrete floor. That is like the slow, steady drip of a faucet on a concrete floor, and it makes an impact. And before you know it, you will see a hole in the ground. Yes, that is how we need to be with our love.
Yes.
Okay, don't shower me with love just on our anniversary, and then throughout the year you are treating me like a dog. Right? Yeah. So we need that drips of love. And that's something that we definitely teach in the Marriage Club, where daily you're doing these daily actions, these daily spas, right? These
spouse supporting positive action.
Yeah. So we're doing the daily spas. And so you're working on your relationship. You're doing those trips every day. So every day you're working on something. Every day you're learning. And like Vito like to say, you like to get your spouseology degree. Okay. Yeah. So number 4 we said was arguing is a sign. Did we put it up? Arguing is a sign that you are not intimate. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then number 5, intimacy should be easy when couples love each other. Those are definite big myths. Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived by them. Okay. Don't be deceived by them. Don't feel as if your relationship is not where it needs to be or how it can be, or compare yourself to another couple, because like I said, everyone is experiencing intimacy at different level, at different stages, because it's not just a one size fit all. Okay. So you're not having it the way you think or see someone else is having it, and you're okay with that in your marriage, then that is definitely fine. So we have, yes, hello, Shadra, right? Night love. Okay, so we have something exciting coming up that you all can be a part of. It will be on all of our platforms. So it'll be on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter live. And that is on August 2nd. We have our Unique Couples Marriage Marathon. And this is the extraordinary marriage. We all can have it. We all can work on making it happen. We can all be intentional about it. That will be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have 5 sessions with 5 dynamic couples. You don't want to miss it. That is a holiday here in the Bahamas. But those of you who will be watching from around the world, yes, we see you, Trinidad. We see you, St. Lucia and Turks and Caicos and Jamaica and Canada and Nigeria and Germany and United States, of course, all definitely over. Representing all of the places that are represented. We see you, Australia. We see you. It's like so many places, and then some of the places that we didn't even know was on the map. Okay, so all of you can join us, and if you're not able to catch it live, then you can always go ahead and watch the replay. But we want to see all of you who are in this time zone and who can watch it be here to catch it live, because we will have prizes and giveaways for those persons who are with us live. Okay, so for those of you who are with us live, definitely. Yes, write your takeaways. Let's see. I see some takeaways in chat. Let us know what you got, because guess what? Everything isn't for everyone, but get something from it for you. Okay, let's see Kathy's takeaway. Kathy said, you don't have to do everything together. Yeah, you don't have to do everything together. Mm-hmm. And the great thing about it is, if you do things apart, when you come together and you share, that is just going to bring another level of connection. Okay, that is going to increase your level of intimacy. So that is something awesome. Write your takeaways. Let us know. Are there any other myths? We just did the 5 common myths in marriage. There are so many more. We will get to some of them. So make sure you're there for the marriage marathon. We're talking about extraordinary marriage and trust.
And finance,
yes,
and communication, in troubled times, and in sex and intimacy.
Yeah, so you want to definitely be there for that. Yes. During the marriage marathon. And then for those of you who want to take it to another level and work on those trips of love, those daily things that you need to do. And we actually have this week summer quickies going on this week and next week in the Unique Couples Marriage Club. So go ahead and join, be a part of that. We have our summer quickies going on in our Unique Couples Marriage Club. We're talking about know you. And yes, next week we'll be talking about know your spouse. So we're all excited about, marriage and your relationship and the work that you can do and the improvement and how you can strengthen it and, take it to the next level. Marriage is hard work, but guess what? It will be rewarding work as well. Okay. Yes. Because nothing good comes easy. And
you have to put the work in.
You have to do the investment. Just like on your wedding day, you invested thousands and some people even more, right?
Yeah, plenty of money.
A lot. Mm-hmm. So that was just the beginning. You have to work, invest time, resources, energy, and everything in your marriage as well. And so we are here to help you do just that. So we will see you. We'll see you tomorrow. Those of you who are in the marriage club, we will see you in the morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the group in our marriage club for summer quickies. And then we will see everyone else. But hey, we're going to see some more people because you're going to join tonight. The link is in the description for the marriage club. So go ahead and join the Unique Couples Marriage Club. Be a part of that. And then we have on Sunday.
We have Unique Couples Sunday Night Live, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you definitely want to be there on Sunday.
And what will we be talking about on Sunday?
On Sunday, we are talking about, is it soul ties?
Yes, how to heal from them and how to break them.
Yes,
definitely. You don't want that to hold you up. So, so we will see you on Sunday at 6 p.m. for that. Mm-hmm. And we have something on Monday too. Yes, Unique Couples is making sure that marriages, this is the healthy marriage movement. Mm-hmm. Listen, the devil is out to destroy marriages. People are out to destroy marriages, and we are here to help marriage. We want all marriages to succeed. We are talking about the healthy marriage movement. So on Monday, we have some stuff happening on Monday as well.
So Monday, we have Sip and Spill. In the How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook private group. That's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then at 8 p.m., we have inside the Unique Couples Marriage Club. So we are in the Marriage Club at 8 p.m. on Mondays.
Definitely. So join. And then for those of you who are single, dating, engaged, not married as yet, we also have the How to Strengthen Your relationship unique couples group on Facebook, so you could join that as well, and that is free. But let's take it up another level. We are happy to see you. Continue to work on making your relationship what it needs to be, and we will see you. And go ahead and register to be a part of the Unique Couples Marriage Club. And then if all of you are going to be a part of the marathon, type marathon and chat for us now. Be a part and be there for the marathon. Okay, so if you're going to be there for the marathon, make sure you type in marathon in chat. That is Extraordinary Marriage. This is the second annual one, August 2nd. Okay, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss it. Okay? Yes, you don't want to miss it.
So we had fun with you all tonight. Have a great night. Have a great rest of the week.
For those in the marriage club, go be intimate.
Yes, those in the marriage club, see you at 7 a.m. in the morning for summer quickies. And have a great night. Here at Unique Couples, we are building stronger couples, healthier marriages, and happier families. We love you all.
Have a great night.